Have some retainers here that have to be modified. They're actually rubbing on the inside of the rocker arm. Usually you can clearance the rocker arm. I'm going to take as much off as the retainer as I can. I'm going to cut it down until I'm exposing the spring a little bit. So 75% of it I'm going to probably leave on there. So about 25% of this retainer I'm going to take off the outer. Now this is a low spring pressure situation, hydraulic roller, low RPM. I have no fear doing this. I'd much rather cut the retainer than start grinding on the back side of the rocker arm. Now I only got to cut the outer diameter down. And when I want to cut the inner diameter down or modify a retainer, now this is for setup purposes. I wouldn't attempt to run that. That's a titanium retainer. But I have this tool here. And if I want to go in there and cut the back side, I could modify it a little bit or deburr it. This is a 10 and this is a 7. This is made by Atlas Tool. I don't have the part number for it. The box went away a long time ago. But anyways, that's the way you can do it, one way. I'm holding on to the inner part of the retainer. So I'm going to take a little bit more off of this one here, and then I'm going to trial fit it again. So as you can see, we're a little bit behind the spring. Now if I have to, I'll go a little bit more, and if I have to, I'll radius this. Now somebody might say, well, get the retainers for it and just be done with it. These retainers fit good. I had them in stock. It's not that big of a deal for me to cut them down. These are 10 degree and probably could find some, but I've got these, so I'm just going to modify them. So that's what we got going on. Just a real little quick video. You know, if you want to sit around watching me cut 16 of these or 15 more of them, but this is one way of modifying a retainer, by holding it to this arbor here on the chuck and spinning it and facing it, or just grabbing a hold of it by the inner collar and facing it off. Of course, when I get the height and I get my clearance I want, I'm going to break that edge off there. But just a super quick little video of modifying retainers. Every once in a while I do it on the race stuff. It seems like, you know, the more I use aftermarket, I use parts, but the more aftermarket parts you get, the more you got to play with them to make them all fit. And if you don't have a lathe or a mill, God help you, because I'm always constantly making stuff work. But, you know, I have no fear of even taking another 20 thousandths off of that. It won't hurt it one bit. And it'll allow me my clearance on the inside of the rocker arm where it's rubbing. And I don't like cutting rocker arms. I really dislike it. I can control this. I know exactly how much I'm taking up every single one. With a rocker arm, unless you put it in the mill and you fly cut it out, it's really hard to just dust it back with the grinder and say, well, that's good. You You know, I'm not saying I won't probably polish the casting marks off the backside of the rocker arm or the forging marks. It's a steel rocker arm. But this is just common stuff that I've run into every once in a while, and it's just kind of an everyday deal for me. I'm used to doing this. It'd be nice if they all fit together, but a lot of times they don't, and you got to be prepared to regroup or modify stuff. You know, you start hanging on to this stuff, it doesn't fit, they don't want it back because you opened it. What's your choices at that point? You're going to eat a bunch of parts, or you're going to make them work. There's a point in time, and judgment's always, you know, you always try to use good judgment on some of this. Sometimes it's worthwhile to send it back or sell it online and just say it was opened, and it, you know, so you can get some of your money back. But it's just another one of them deals. That's it.